A new cutting-edge industry is emerging in North Carolina, unmanned aircraft, commonly known as drones. Leaders are working to position our state as the first stop designation for industries looking to expand into this growing field. Kelly McHenry takes a look at this latest generation of air flight to take off in North Carolina.
In December 1903, Orville and Wilbur Wright made history at Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, when they became the first to fly a powered plane. Now, North Carolina looks to make history again, this time for unmanned flight. Meet Ark Wolf. This 23-pound plane can fly up to about 500 feet and has a camera on board to search for targets. It's named after the Aerial Robotics Club at North Carolina State University, one of only 25 or so clubs like it in the world. And this club stands out even more because the students, all aerospace engineering majors, designed and built this plane from scratch.
It's fly or fail. We've never had a team fail to fly. Some have flown poorly, some have not flown too far or long, but they've all managed to fly longer than the Wright brothers.
The club won the top international competition in 2010 and is the only team to have competed every year.
-2, -5.
Club president R.J. Gritter controls the plane from the ground.
The whole thing is enjoyable. We learn a lot, get a chance to work on a lot of different things, and I enjoy all of it, really.
But Ark Wolf can also be programmed to fly completely on its own, opening the door to new ways to use this cutting-edge technology.
The military has used unmanned aircraft for a long time, but now business is getting interested in them. For instance, a farmer could use it to look for missing livestock or perhaps inspect damaged crops. Or you could search for a lost hiker or even a senior who's wandered away.
It's much cheaper than a helicopter, fits in a car trunk, and can be the first responder after disasters like Hurricane Sandy to find people trapped in flooded homes.
And have that initial response before we even have to put people out there to say what's going on. And we can look for, with infrared cameras, you can see heat spots. And whether that is people or flooded houses are cooler than houses that aren't flooded.
Kyle Snyder heads up the Next Gen Air Transportation Center, designed to lead North Carolina forward in this rapidly changing aviation industry. He coordinates every aspect of unmanned vehicle development in the state, giving North Carolina a leg up on recruiting business.
We see this emerging industry growing at an exponential rate, growing very, very fast rate, and we wanted to make sure that we position North Carolina to be a leader in that in the industry. It fits very well into our history and our heritage of first in flight in aviation, and we want to make it first in remotely piloted aircrafts also.
And their biggest goal, to turn a remote airfield in Hyde County into a state-of-the-art facility for testing remotely piloted aircraft, which are currently not allowed in civilian airspace. Officials say the area next to the Hyde County Airport is ideal because of its remoteness.
That's one of the least used airports, and certainly meets that expectation. There, of the test range that we're talking about, is 5 miles wide, 15 miles long. There aren't any houses under it. It's a safe environment to operate, and there's not a lot of aviation traffic there.
By getting everything in place now, officials hope it will be selected by the Federal Aviation Administration as one of 6 official U.S. testing sites, which should bring jobs and income to an economically challenged part of the state by attracting aerospace companies.
Some of them will locate in the Northeast, or at least in North Carolina, and then we can from there, hopefully grow a work base.
I want to see everybody in the industry saying Hyde County is the place to go. It is this big, safe, open space. North Carolina has done everything they could to prepare, to coordinate with the FAA, and really lean forward to say, where can we be in 10 years?
North Carolina is already a leader in aerospace, with several companies here developing unmanned vehicles. And they have homegrown talent to choose from when hiring, like ARC Flight Test Director Eric Goodekunst, who is looking forward to working in the industry when he graduates.
So developing these systems that are using technologies that are new and breaking and methods that haven't been used before to help improve the technology is something that I'd really like to do.
Organizers say they still have some hurdles to clear before the test site becomes a reality, but they are committed to making the state whose claim to fame is first in flight a world leader in the next generation of aviation.
Autopilot on.
And autopilot's up.
There are other places in the country that have been flying and have been doing production, but I don't think anybody's taken this holistic approach to it that I think we can to really, the sky's the limit, and pun intended on this one.
We're not there yet, but we know that, and we're not shy about that, but we're being very, very aggressive, and I think we're emerging.
This is an area that is a win-win for everybody. We're just excited.
It's endless possibilities, really, whether it's military or civilian use. It can be used for anything. So this is the industry I'll be in, absolutely.
For more information on the state's development of remotely piloted aircraft, visit our website.